Joining our cause was the wisest decision of your life, sister.
Here's your holotape, Proctor. Hope the data on that thing was worth it.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the Interceptor would do to you.
You mean being zapped into energy and then put back together again? Piece of cake.
You can make jokes all you want, but I wouldn't put so much faith in technology I didn't understand. Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
For all we know, that's a recipe for Deathclaw surprise.
Well, it's the best we could do with such short notice. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. In the meantime, your mission to recruit Dr. Li still needs to be completed. I believe Elder Maxson gave you all of the details? Good luck, Knight.
At Victoria.
I received word that Dr. Li is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
I think she's confused right now.
No matter. Given the proper motivation, I'm certain she can be persuaded to see things our way. As soon as Dr. Li arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Prydwen. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, on to other matters. Thanks to the success of your reconnaissance efforts, it's time to advance our operations to the next phase. I want you to report to Proctor Ingram at the airport. She has a special project that requires your immediate attention. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
Attention
I'm
all
eagerly
personnel.
awaiting Liberty Prime's
This is to
completion.
serve as a reminder.
Return to your
Scribe
duties.
Naraya's mole rat subjects are not pets. They are crucial military resources. As such, they are not to be fed by any personnel save Scribe Naraya and her team. Any violation of this policy will result in severe discipline.
Never expected Dr. Li would return to the Brotherhood. But you're not here to discuss history, are you? Are there documents you wanted to turn in? Or were you here to help with a research patrol?
I found some technical documents for you.
These look rather promising. You certainly have a knack for this sort of work. Here are the caps that I promised. Remember, the Commonwealth is an almost unlimited source for these technical documents. Check every building you explore during your patrols very carefully, and you might be pleasantly surprised at what you find.
Hesitating to pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth scum can be fatal.
Sense FEV.
So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxton told you about it?
He didn't tell me anything.
Makes sense. We've been trying to keep it under wraps until the time was right. Come on, it's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Prydwen might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in. This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded. In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
It'll take a miracle to get this pile of junk operational.
You think he looks rough now? You should have seen him when I unsealed the salvage crates filled with his parts. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's gonna take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
Why is the power blowing out his CPU?
Liberty Prime has a highly complex power system. A good deal of that system was damaged when he exploded. So I'm working in the dark, trying to come up with parts on my own. Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. Madison Lee to return to the Brotherhood. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago. I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on Prime for some reason. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system, we can get the big guy moving.
Kells?
Internal monitoring.
Anything to
active.
report?
Looks quiet.
I found their remains. 7 dead. Only Paladin Brandis lived.
If anyone could have held out this long, it would be him.
Can he come back to the Brotherhood?
Perhaps. We would have to place him under medical observation. Might be months or years before he's cleared for duty again. If he ever is. But his survival experience and knowledge of the Commonwealth would still be a tremendous asset to us.
I'm worried about him. He's paranoid, unstable.
I'm not surprised. All that time alone must have taken a toll on him.
I convinced him to come back, but he has a long road ahead of him.
It may be years before he's fit for duty again, but at least we can put his knowledge and experience to use. Very well. Is there anything else?
Do you want their holotapes?
Thank you. I'll see that they make it to their next of kin.
What should I do with their tags?
I'll accept them. The Brotherhood will remember their sacrifice.
How will the Brotherhood remember them?
They faced their mission with courage. They fought with honor against overwhelming odds. They lived and died together, as brothers. That is what it means to be a member of the Brotherhood of Steel.
That's everything.
I'll prepare a full report for the Elder. In the meantime, allow me to offer you a new suit of armor. Bear it with distinction. This was no easy mission, Knight. Well done. Now, I have a more pressing matter that requires your attention. I've received reports that supplies have been disappearing from our supply depot at the airport. I suspect this may be an inside job.
An inside job? Do you have any suspects?
This is treason we're talking about. In a case like this, you are either sure or you are not. Until then, everyone is a suspect. I want you to take charge of this investigation. Report to Knight Sergeant Gavel at the base. He commands our logistics division. He can familiarize you with his unit and the depot. Beyond that, you have leave to conduct your investigation as you see fit. Report your findings directly to me. Is that clear?
Is there anything else I should know?
Gavel will fill you in on the details. But from my perspective, the strangest thing is what was stolen. Rations. Only rations. I don't know what to make of it, but it is curious.
Any other advice, Captain?
Follow every lead. Look for anything suspicious, no matter how minor. But understand, treason is a serious charge. If someone in the Brotherhood is responsible for this, I need proof before I can act.
Do I need to keep my investigation a secret?
It's too late for that. Rumors have already begun to spread. Sergeant Gavel and his team will be expecting you. But that only makes your task more difficult. Whoever is doing this will have had time to prepare.
Yes, sir.
I expect results. See that I get them. Dismissed.
Communications array calibration test successful. All bands nominal.
Attention! Ferrum Squad, report to debriefing. Ferrum Squad to the debriefing.
Now that we have intelligence on the Institute, we can use it against them to gain the upper hand.
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
One of us is a liar, and it isn't me.
Oh, don't try and pin that nonsense on me. I said I'd come back to the Brotherhood, and I have. But you neglected to mention that I'd be asked to work on Liberty Prime. I've been down this road with the Brotherhood before. Why would I make the same mistake twice?
Why won't you help us with Liberty Prime?
I originally left the Brotherhood because I was tired of being stepped on and used. First, there was the Water Purification Project, designed to freely benefit the entire Capital Wasteland. Even though the Brotherhood allowed it to be activated, they wanted to control it. But that wasn't enough. They forced me to help design Liberty Prime. Turned my work into a weapon of war. I had enough, so I left. It's as simple as that.
If not for the Brotherhood, do it for Dr. Virgil.
What they did to Dr. Virgil was cruel. It was wrong. How could I be so blind? You really know how to push my buttons, don't you? Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready. It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online, but we'll get it done.
Food in the mess hall isn't bad. Well, as long as you don't smell it.
Dr. Ingram said she needed this suit tested yesterday.
Yeah, I get it. Just, what if I miss?
Don't.
Okay, sure. Firing. Everything holding together?
Trust me, you'd know.
Good. Firing.
All right, all right. Everything looks nominal. And you didn't scuttle the ship. Thanks, Initiative.
Sure. Anytime.
Hey. Wow, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Maybe I should teach her some manners.
That's not necessary. She isn't gonna be much good to us if she's lying in a hospital bed. Besides, Dr. Lee's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of Prime's original designers. I don't see it getting any better than that. In fact, since things are going so well, we're gonna have you start building his electromagnetic actuators.
What do the actuators do?
Pretty simple, really. The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arms and legs to move. Prime's new limbs are way too heavy for the simple hydraulic pistons he had in the past. We're gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new system using electromagnets, and install them in his limbs. What we need you to do is build the actuators for us.
Now that you know what the actuators are, you need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the materials list. Don't lose them.
Now, before you get that look on your face, you'll be happy to know that we have plenty of the raw materials on that list right here at the airport. The only thing we need you to head out and find is a high-powered magnet. According to Proctor Quinlan, the best place to find one is in any of the ruined hospitals around the Commonwealth. We've already sent out a few teams to find the rest of the high-powered magnets you'll need. They should be back by the time you return.
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so you'll need to make a total of 4. Good luck. Any luck with those actuators yet? Liberty Prime isn't going far without his arms and legs.
No matter how many battles we win, there's always another fight ahead of us. In my experience, hot shots and big mouths end up with close casket funerals.
Let me guess. Captain Kells sent you?
The captain said you could brief me on the missing supplies?
Let's take this somewhere more private. Follow me. We've converted this section of the terminal into our primary supply depot. Everything the Brotherhood needs to operate passes through here. Supplies from the Prydwen, salvage from the field, we handle it all. Access is strictly limited to the logistics detail, and we track every crate, every bullet, every bolt that comes through that door. Which is why I don't take kindly to these accusations. I know every soldier in this unit. The thought that anyone would question their loyalty makes me sick. If you've got questions, ask. Otherwise, stay out of our way.
Where should I begin my investigation?
You shouldn't. This is a waste of time. I've already spoken with my men. They haven't seen anything. Tegan's scribes just fouled up the books again. If you insist on questioning someone, go bother Lucia or Clark. I can spare them.
Lucia and Clark?
Knight Lucia and Initiate Clark. They were just posted to this detail a few weeks ago. They're still learning their way around, but I'll have them in shape soon enough. If you have to badger someone with your questions, it might as well be them.
Tell me about the missing supplies.
We're down over 20 crates, if you believe the scribes. All food. Dried meat, Instamash, mac and cheese. It doesn't make sense. I could see someone stealing weapons or tech, but our thief goes to all this trouble for a lifetime supply of cram?
Tell me about the logistics division.
I've been in charge of this unit for almost 10 years now. We're a small group. We stick together. And we keep the Brotherhood running.
That's all for now, Sergeant.
Take my advice. Poke around a little. Then tell the captain to let it go. It's not worth your time or mine.
Hey, Clark.
You're here about the thefts, right? Look, I already told Sergeant Gavel everything I know.
Sergeant Gavel said I should speak with you.
Really? Oh, all right. Let's get this over with.
What's the security situation here like?
We're in the middle of a hardened military base, under constant guard. Nothing's getting in or out of here without us knowing about it.
You really think the base is that secure?
I do. I mean, I've heard about the Institute's relay. But even if they could get in, they'd never make it back out.
Tell me about the missing supplies.
I really don't know anything. I've heard the rumors, same as everyone else. That's all.
What rumors have you heard?
Well, they say raiders with stealth boys hit the terminal every night. That supplies disappear faster than we can bring them in. It's a lot of garbage. I usually work the night shift. Believe me, the only thing you risk dying of is boredom.
Tell me about the logistics unit.
There are what, 10 of us now? Something like that. Our division reports to Proctor Tegan, up on the Prydwen. Sergeant Gavel handles day-to-day operations. He's run logistics for years. Other than the sergeant, there's Lucia, me, the scribes, and a few other knights who aren't fit for field duty.
Lucia?
Excuse me. Knight Lucia. We joined the Brotherhood together. She'll probably get assigned to a patrol team soon. Me? I'll still be stuck here.
That's all.
Sir?
That's all, Initiate.
Knight?
Don't despair, sister. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
Copper wire. Copper wire. Could you tell me where... Oh, I'm sorry, I don't think we've met. Knight Lucia, Logistics. What can I do for you, Knight?
Do you have time for some questions?
Oh. You must be here about the missing supplies. I'm not sure I can be of much help, but, what do you want to know?
What's the security like around here?
It's tight. At least 2 knights and a scribe on duty at all times. And we've got the entire base right here. We don't have much to worry about.
Is there any way to get past all that security?
Well, you'd have to be in logistics. We're the only ones authorized to bring supplies in or out. Then what? Well, there's no way you'd get a full crate of supplies off base. With all the patrols, someone would notice. But why steal anything in the first place? The Brotherhood provides everything we need. No one here has any connection to the Commonwealth. I don't know. None of this makes any sense.
Do you know anything about the missing supplies?
Not really. I've heard it's mostly food and, vacuum tubes? No, sorry, they just lost those.
You lost some vacuum tubes. How often are supplies lost around here?
Someone had just filed them in the wrong place, apparently. Clark found them the next day. The little things do happen, but it never amounts to much. The sergeant may complain, but Proctor Tegan and his scribes are very thorough. 1 or 2 crates maybe, but not this many.
What's it like working in logistics?
It's not a bad post. Sergeant Gavel is tough, but I've learned a lot from working here. I guess some people take to it and some don't. Like Clark.
What about Clark?
We joined the Brotherhood around the same time, about 2 years ago. We've always been friends. Well, until recently.
Why? What happened?
I don't know, honestly. He's just been distant lately.
Why? What happened?
It was, it was after the battle.
The battle?
Battle for the airport. It was our first real combat mission. It was something to see. The Prydwen coming in under full vertebrate escort, guns blazing. We were one of the first teams to hit the ground. Dozens of ferals. We opened fire and cut them down, and hunted the ones that tried to run. It was everything I had hoped for. But Clark, he hasn't been the same since. It's like he's just given up. Since then, I've noticed him slipping off by himself, once or twice a day. I never thought much of it, but do you think you could follow him? See what he's doing? His shift should be over in a few minutes. Maybe it's nothing, but I'm worried about him.
All right, that's it for today.
Joining our cause was the wisest decision of your life, sister.
Thank you. I really appreciate this.
Look, I'm off duty. Leave me alone. Hey, what are you doing out here?
I was following you.
What? I'm just out for a walk. My shift just ended, and I wanted some fresh air. Nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna head back in a few minutes. Don't wait up.
Initiate?
I'm not on duty. Leave me alone.
When I get off duty, that Salisbury steak is mine.
That's it.
Give it a try. There, that's it. Not bad, is it? Easy now. Hang on. I'll get you some more. Who's there? Come out. You. What are you doing down here?
I was following you. You led me right to the missing supplies.
Damn it! I thought I was being careful. Someone was bound to catch me eventually. I can't keep this up forever.
Out with it.
All right, I stole the damn supplies. Isn't it obvious? I'm in logistics. No one even questioned me when I took them out of the terminal. I've been bringing them down here at night to feed the ghouls. It's been working. So far.
What do you mean it's been working? Why are you doing this?
It's a long story. I had a friend who was a ghoul once. As human as you or me. But the Brotherhood says ghouls are abominations. They all deserve to die. Would you kill him too? Just because of who he is?
Was he a feral?
What difference does it make? Weren't they all human once? I joined the Brotherhood 2 years ago. In all that time, I never doubted our beliefs. Never questioned them. But during the battle for the airport, the ghouls, they just kept coming. I killed, I don't even know how many. They started running away, but we kept going. I killed them. I killed them all.
That's war.
They were just running away. Why did they have to die? We slaughtered them. Like animals. After the battle. I needed some time to think. I found this place. And the ghouls. What could I do? Report it, and they'd all be killed. Ignore them, and they'd attack the base. I thought, if I brought them food, maybe they'd just stay down here. There wouldn't have to be any more killing. Do you think I did the right thing?
You did what you felt was right. That's what matters.
No one...
Do you?
I don't know anymore. What are you gonna do with them?
What do you think we should do?
Just let them be. So long as they stay here, they aren't hurting anyone.
I don't know yet.
It's not easy, is it? And what about me?
You should turn yourself in.
I suppose so. The captain will never understand. But it's the honorable thing to do. You might respect that, at least. I need a few minutes to get my thoughts together. Go on ahead. The elevator's in the next room. You can use my keycard. I'll be up soon.
I'm in.
Powering up. Protectron on duty. Hostile target detected.
Brother.
Damn it!
No!
Going up. Lower level.
Not right now, please.
You've wasted enough of my time.
Rad levels are...
I've just received word from Sergeant Gavel. Initiate Clark has made a full confession. I gather we have you to thank for it. Clark has been taken into custody. and I've dispatched a patrol team to secure the ruins. I don't think I could have asked for a better outcome. I have some caps for your service. Also, I'd like you to have a piece of armor from my personal collection. Wear it well, Knight. There is another matter we need to discuss. Virgil. As long as that abomination lives, he's a threat to the Brotherhood. The time has come to deal with him.
He helped us before. We can't just betray him.
We don't owe him anything. What he did for his own reasons. He served his purpose. Now he's just another monster. And a damn dangerous one.
A threat? One super mutant?
This Virgil once led the Institute's biomedical research. He experimented with FEV. He tested it on human subjects. How many super mutants did he create? How many lives have been lost because of his hubris? No. He and his work are a threat. They must be destroyed.
What's the plan?
Better to keep this simple. He trusts you. Go alone, and he may let his guard down. Get in, get the job done, and get out. That's all there is to it. Well, Knight?
I have other duties to attend to, Captain.
Very well. Carry on, Knight.
Superstructure integrity green. Hull plating stable.
Reactor at 100.
Attention. Delta Team Lead, report to the bridge. Delta Team Lead to the bridge.
Never turn your back. Well, now, wondered? Well, come back when you've got the time.
Hey.
Well, now, wondered when I'd see you again.
Just waiting for you to pull a gun on me again? Spice things up?
No, I think we're well past that. Now, listen, I didn't have a chance to thank you properly before. I want you to have my old gun. It kept me alive all those years. Maybe it can do the same for you.
Are you sure?
I am. I'm not looking back. Not anymore. I'm not sure I still have a place here. I've been away for too long. Maybe I'm not cut out for the Brotherhood anymore. But I'll give it time. I owe it to you and to my team. Thank you for giving me another chance. Huh?
Synth? FEV? Who knows what other sick projects the Institute's working on?
Oh man, if I'm late for muster one more time, Captain Kells is gonna have me doing 100 push-ups.
have another assignment for you, Knight. Virgil. As long as that abomination lives, he's a threat to the Brotherhood. The time has come to deal with him.
I'll take care of it, Captain.
Thank you, Knight. Dismissed.
System deltas at 100%. Secondary deltas standing by.
Protect and serve.
Virgil.
Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize you.
It did, but I pulled myself together.
I suppose you did. Now, what about the serum? Did you find it?
Virgil. I've been sent to kill you.
What? Oh God. Are you really going to go through with it?
Tell me, why should I let you live?
Look, I know I've made mistakes. I mean, just look at me. But I've paid the price for that. All I want now is to be human again. There has to be another way. Why don't you just tell them I'm dead? No one's gonna come out here and check.
You really think no one will know?
After all you've done, they'll trust you. And I'll make sure no one else finds out about me.
All right.
Thank you. Really, thank you.
Virgil?
I'm running out of time. I need that serum.
I've got it right here.
That's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see. Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
Has the, reverse transcriptase survived the nucleotide synthesis?
Excellent question. Yes, it has. Fascinating. Oh, did you mean that as a joke? Well, it's time. There's only one way to test it. All right. Here we go. And now, we wait.
That's it?
What? Did you expect me to transform right before your eyes? This is science. not a two-cap magic show. I'm going to rest for a while. I'm back in a few days, maybe a week, and... well, I guess we'll see. In any event, you kept your end of our bargain. Thank you.
Glad to see you return safe.
Report, Knight. Have you dealt with Virgil?
Target eliminated, Captain.
Excellent. Well done, Knight. For your service, allow me to offer you a new helm for your power armor. Wear it with pride. You've earned my respect, Knight. Not many can say that. Carry on. Ad Victoriam.
Battling at Alpha at 93%. Compensated.
Trying to minimize... reactor jitter. Adjusting compression rate.
Joining our cause was the wisest decision of your life, sister.
If you find any technical documents, you
Attention all personnel. This is to serve as a reminder. Scribe Naraya's mole rat subjects are not pets. They are crucial military resources. As such, they are not to be fed by any personnel save Scribe Naraya and her team. Any violation of this policy will result in severe discipline. Attention all personnel.
Believe that Dr.
I'm
Lee's
disappointed I need to address this, but unsanctioned social contact with Commonwealth natives is strictly prohibited. Anyone who is engaged in such fraternization should report to Knight Captain Cade for immediate decontamination. That is all.
Welcome aboard, sister.
Honor and glory.
Who's there? Who?
chained on the other side.
bastards scattered like rad roaches the moment they saw their first ghoul. I've spent months prepping for this op. There's no way I'm backing out now. That treasure will be mine, even if I have to dig it up with my own bare hands.
Hey, Ken, it's Carl. You two still looking for a score? I got a lead for you. You know Sal, ex-gunner? She's after the treasures of Jamaica Plain. Biggest haul in the Commonwealth if you can get past the ghouls. I know you and Tanya have the skills. This could be big. You in?
Got it.
Welcome to the Treasures of Jamaica Plain. Within the walls of this time capsule, you, our descendants, will find the items and mementos we treasured in the year 2077. To you, 200 years in the future, these relics may seem quaint, but we hope that they will remind you of our place in history and your own. As we laid the foundation for the world in which you live, so you too will lay a foundation for future generations. May that future be bright. On behalf of all of us in 2077, we wish you well. This is Mayor Alyssa Park, speaking for the town of Jamaica Plain.
Going down. Basement.
Got it. Yes.
Please remain calm if you are injured. Please remain calm if you are injured. Going up. Ground floor. Going down. Basement. Protect and serve. Protect and serve. Going up. Second floor.
Nice.
Going down. Basement. Please remain calm if you are injured.
Excuse me, should you be out of your room?
Please. Your cooperation is requested.
find that fern? Should be easy to spot.
Found a plant. Here you go.
All right. Here's your payment, plus some samples from the pharmacy. Don't take them all at once now. Moderation. Now, I don't mean to be a drag, but I got a business here.
Let's see what you got.
Every chem for every need.
Don't walk outside the wall undefended. High quality protection for sale.
Diamond City Surplus. Everything you need.
Don't be caught dead. Protection from Commonwealth weaponry.
Skull in the league can withstand a swatter.
Shop in safety. No sins allowed at the surplus.
Protection for sale. Hand-tooled pieces.
The hub of trade for all Diamond City right here.
Swatter, who needs a swatter?
We got small arms, long arms, ammunition.
Sin-free shopping right here.
Swatter can hit. Boom!
We buy and sell everything to everyone, except sins. No sins allowed here.
Need some custom hardware? We got a free workbench for all your modifications. Scopes, clip sizes, barrels.
Got some great stuff, if you're interested.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Feel free to test the grips.
The Institute? I ain't scared of them. No, really. I swear.
You. Well, I suppose we can do business.
Sure. Let's take a look.
A bit of everything.
Bioswada, the game changer!
Synth-free shopping, right here.
Don't walk outside the wall undefended. High-quality protection for sale.
Don't let down the home team. Buy a swatter.
Diamond City Surplus, everything you need.
Need some custom hardware? We got a free workbench for all your modifications. Scopes, clip sizes, barrels.
Why buy just an ordinary piece of wood? A swatter is a custom-made piece of genuine hickory.
We buy and sell everything to everyone, except synths. No synths allowed here.
Don't be caught dead. Protection from Commonwealth weaponry.
Swatters, right here. Best skull bashes in the Commonwealth.
Oh, no. It is. Keep it to yourself. Better that way.
So much research, so little time.
Father's work has been a real inspiration for me.
glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but I needed you to see firsthand how dangerous a rogue synth can be.
The Institute created that synth, so the Institute is responsible for what it does.
I disagree. A synth is no more inherently evil than a handgun. When a man dies by gunshot, is the weapon's maker blamed? Of course not. The blame rightly falls on he who pulled the trigger. Yes, we created the synth. But whether they intended to or not, the Railroad's agents turned it into a killer. But enough about that. The task is done. And you've returned our synth safely to us. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. Well done. While you were away, I had quarters prepared for you. You'll find all the basic necessities, as well as a generous stock of arms and equipment. Go and have a look. I think you'll be quite pleased.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties.
A clean and healthy work environment is essential to maximum productivity.
Power demand jumped another 5% this year.
Hey there.
Your new quarters are here, ma'am. When you're finished here, ma'am, Father wants to see you.
Sean?
Hello, Mother. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
After everything I've been through to find you, I think you already know.
I'm sorry, Mother. Of course, you're right. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing in recent months. And they no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
Railroad? Never heard of them.
Oh, come now. Let's not play games. I know full well they were instrumental in your reaching the Institute. Don't worry. I don't hold it against you. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
I'm not sure why you'd bother.
Aside from taking back our property, we must teach them a lesson, as it were. And quickly at that. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
Is it just me, or will I have backup?
A Corsair will be waiting for you outside Bunker Hill. You'll have support should you need it. But we want to keep this small.
There better be something in this for me.
I assure you, this operation will have very significant results in your favor. There will be a Corsair waiting for you near Bunker Hill. Please find him before barging in.
should have just run. I'm not looking for trouble. Enough junk here for both of us.
Entry 3, recorded by Research Assistant Peters on February 26, 2077. Time, it's 12:35 hours. Subject's direct radiation exposure level increased to 2 sieverts per 24 hours. Intravenous fluid intake increased to 1 liter. Subject reports localized pain in frontal and parietal lobe, accompanied by severe nausea, with vomiting on average 3 to 6 instances per 12 hours. Solid food no longer viable by oral intake. Other symptoms include general weakness in limbs, bleeding of gums, severe abdominal cramps, and diarrhea. Dark stool indicates possible. But I know my life felt as horrible as I do right now. A few more days before discomfort is almost too much to bear. Then I can administer the serum. Contemplate termination of this trial. Contract food. Serum will go to the market. It's going to help people. It's really going to change the way we live. And me, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Cyclical thoughts. No other developments to report. Entry 6, R.A. Peters. It's March 1st. The subject has reached saturation threshold safely. Taking measurement now. Confirm 6 sieverts. Rapid fluid loss due to fever. Upped IV intake. All previous symptoms are still present. Tissue damage visible on arms, neck and hands. Necrotic sloughing of the skin. topical and ingested antibiotics applied to control infection. Now injecting first dose of serum sample 42BA7 into bloodstream. No immediate effects observed. Animal trials yielded results in less than... Second dose of sample 42BA7, injected hours ago. No effect. No effect. I contacted the lab to terminate this trial, but I need a doctor. Hang on. What's that? Oh, my teeth. Oh, several teeth dislodged. Feels like necrotic tissue damage throughout oral cavity. Serum is ineffective at toxic levels. Request to terminate trial was... Orders are to remain in quarantine for the duration of the experimental period. I understand. I'm going to die. That's obvious. It's right here. Our failure. If you would, Dr. Roberts, please deliver the following to my family. Mom, Dad, I love you. Yes, I volunteered for this. It sounds crazy, but I believed in it. Probably nothing left worth bearing. Just know Oh, no. That's a bit too sentimental. Let me think about it.